welcome back, Nurse Show, and we're standing here in front of a fortune telling machine here in this mall. Like I mentioned the last episode, I just woke up and I'm in this weird virtual world that I can't really explain. Like, I guess this is a show. I guess I can tell that I'm supposed to I feel like there's this propulsion to be commentating to you people. I shouldn't really be talking at all, but if it's kind of weird. And everybody looks like R2D2 here. I don't understand. I just know that I'm playing video games and I guess I don't know, like I feel like a sense of comfort here, like a well-being, like I could just literally mesh and melt right into the floor here. This is like my world, and man, it's beautiful here and just absolutely beautiful. I mean, this beautiful arcade and wow, it's mostly redemption machines. Uh but but to be fair, it's not, they're just giving me this free money, so it's not like I'm using my own money. I'm very sensitive about things like that. Like I don't want to like go to an arcade and be like, well, that was probably the worst crane machine. I mean, skee ball roll in the history of skee ball. That's at least a little better, at least an attempt. I'm not very good at this. It's very hard to kind of like judge this right. When it's kind of like I feel like I'm using a controller. It's hard to describe. I gotta let you know, people, like in this like virtual world, like you could say, well, how do you feel? And it's like I feel like this, it's like a floating eyes, really. It's really hard to describe. And it's sort of like I propel actions and stuff, and things do happen, and there's a little R2 guy on a hoverboard. That's I don't know what to think about that. I mean, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like kind of freaky. I mean, they don't say anything. I mean, I like that. I really like that. I'm a quiet person, and I generally don't really like conversations with people because they get so boring. It's so repetitive. So many ways to say what you think about the weather. Well, that was a good one right there. I got that top score right there. Yeah, I mean, there you go. And again, of course, I could say you're in this like female avatar, so like you're gonna be living as a female forever. It's like, but it's weird because I mean, it's like I said, like I don't feel anything. Like, it's kind of weird. It's a weird virtual reality. Good taste in red nail polish, though. I mean, it's permanent too. I don't have to worry about redoing it all the time. I know it's controversial, but let's see. Like again, I like these push machines, these like oh, what's the proper word? I always used to avoid them because they're just kind of a scam. But you're playing, you're in a virtual world where someone's giving you free money, so it's not like you care. So you might as well try to like get the top score and try to get the best credits and just have a fun time with it. Just sort of overkill it, and so I do it, and the biggest problem in this world, I don't know if whoever made this world is listening, but like it's a lot of redemption machines. I know some people are like looking at this and going like, oh man, it's like when I was a kid, and it's like, well, a lot of it actually is more of a product of the 2000s. A lot of arcades were kind of replaced with redemption machines, as opposed to, man, these little R2 guys are just running around back there. I don't know what's going on. If someone, maybe like they overcooked some toast or something, and now there's a fire alarm going off, and they're going, oh, run. Um, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, they're like the push machines were always around. I can remember an arcade. May have played one once. Such a waste of time. Like, oh my god, don't ever do that. Like, so yeah, so you just keep doing this, and you look at the areas that are most looking like they're you're making some kind of progress, and you're aiming to get some of those bigger prizes and stuff. And like you see, there's a wheel right there, and you can hit the goal and make that spin and stuff. It's like I never realized even back then, even in my 20s, like I never realized that really arcades were really just you know just training you for the adult life of being addicted to gambling. Like eventually you'll make your way to Las Vegas or Atlantic City, and you'll be of course nowadays they just go online and become addicts, and that's sad things, but it's the life. It's people when you're down and low on money, it's like that's where people go. They go to the gambling. Like people have said in Las Vegas, they've literally seen McDonald's workers, as soon as they're done with their shift, they go head over to the casino and take their paycheck and hope that they can change their life. And well, they're going to be going back to work Monday. Try to refill what they lost. And it's not to say that certain times in history, if you put a gamble on something, you're not going to have a huge lifestyle change as a result. It happens. It would be lying, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's not something to depend everything on. But I'm in this virtual world, and now this thing. I think the point is I'm supposed to. The thing going around the circle, I'm supposed to hit it at certain areas, and like a sort of timed action. And whatever I did, I must have did well enough where, I got about 298 tickets here. So, yeah, I'm kind of looking at trying to think about it here. It seems to be fairly fussy. A lot of these redemption machines, are products of like the 2000s, and they may have gone back to the 90s and stuff like that. And, it's it's something about this dimension. It hits right. It just hits really well, and you're you just maybe that's not good. Maybe that's like designed. Maybe to make me be like totally distracted by what's here and all the crane machines. Like this is more like a Japanese style crane machine. I've seen live streamers who go to Japan and Korea and all that, and they have the arcades over there. Now, I'm gonna let that the thing that's great about this game is it once you can knock one over. There we go. Wait. Oh well, no. well, as soon as you don't knock them over, um. So okay, yeah, I got one in there. It's just kind of stuck. So, but usually with the Japanese ones, they're like real brutal like that. Where like, the claw is like, really thin like that, and it's extremely difficult to. I think I'm looking at the item, and understand, I realize the audio is not syncing up with what I'm doing, but looking at it now, like probably what you're supposed to do is, yeah, you stand it up like that, and if you can somehow get the claw to hook around that top section, and then it'll carry it right on over. But or you can just do this, and eventually it'll just kind of tip over, and so that's something you can do. I don't know how long it's been. I mean, it's not easy to find, like, you know, just sometimes I've always wanted just a claw machine for home. Well, see you next time.